Hello and welcome to this very special interaction that I have on Sports Today. She is a four-time Olympic gold medal winner. Hails from the land of Usain Bolt, but actually participated for the United States a lot more. World champion multiple amount of times. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Sanya Richards-Ross on our show today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Is this your first visit to India?
This is my second visit. I was actually in Delhi in 2018 for one of these events as well. So it was really fun. It wasn't the 10K, it was the half marathon. Yes.
Okay. So now, 5 years later, you're going to be part of the TCS 10K run also in Bangalore. I just wanted to know, from being a world champion runner, the culture of running. Yeah. Like, how important is it to participate in these kind of events? You had 4x400 meters, you had tremendous success, 400 meters. Yeah. Now you're going to be part of the 10K. How important is it mentally, physically, to be part of these kind of runs?
Oh man, it is so important to be a part of these runs. And it doesn't even matter what level runner you are. If this is your first time running or you've done a million of these, it's so important. As an individual sprinter and part of a relay team, I didn't quite understand how incredible it was to be a part of a run like this until I participated in my own 5K run last year. And it was life-changing for me to go out there, set a goal for myself, push myself, to be in community with other runners. It just left me feeling so inspired and so motivated. So, it's really important that, if you're thinking about how can I do something great for myself and great for my health, signing up for runs like these is definitely a great start.
The culture of running, why I'm focusing upon this so much is because the US, Jamaica, all the Caribbean nations, Europe, they have such a magnificent supply line of athletes who dominate the world. Why is it not the case in India? From whatever your experience, whatever you have read, why do you think India lags behind when it comes to athletics as compared to Europe, America, or the Caribbean?
Yeah, I certainly think you're right. It's the culture and the history of sports in those places. I talk about my own experience. I remember when I was 7 years old, the country literally shutting down to watch the Olympics because we had athletes like Merlene Ottey and so many great athletes competing. And so we were vested in their success, and you could feel that. And it made me want to be an Olympic champion. And so I know for a long time, running wasn't a big part of the culture in India. And over the last 20 years, it has become more a part of the culture, and people are falling in love with this incredible sport. And so I do think that in time, as that culture starts to build, as people start to see individuals that look like them competing in the Olympics and the World Championships, it will inspire the younger generation to go for sports, because young people only aspire to be what they see. And so, I think that, to see the rich history now being built here in India, I think 20 years ago, they said there were like 20,000, runners, and now there are like 2 million people who are, running in the country. That's impressive. And, the best is still yet to come.
Have you been following Indian athletics progress in the last couple of years? If yes, then who is your favorite athlete among this current crop that you're seeing?
Oh, forgive me. I am so much following Team USA because of my NBC responsibilities and roles. I should have done, more research before I came here to be better prepared for that question. But I know that on the field event side, you guys have been having success. And I know at the World Championships, recently you guys have had some success. But I will do my homework and research, and I will be better prepared for that next time.
Coming from the US and from Jamaica, what is the one thing that India needs to improve if you have to match up to Olympic standards in order to ensure that we have just been getting success now in the last couple of years? For long-term success, you as a world champion, Olympic champion, what is your advice to Indian athletes in the near future?
I would say to invest in the youth. I think that it's important to get the resources that they need. So that means having good facilities where they can train, providing them with good, educated, experienced coaches. And I think if you can start athletes young and put them in good environments, then they go on to excel. And so I would say that that was what worked for me in Jamaica. When I was training at 7, I was working with the national coach because our prep school hired him to coach us. And, that made all the difference. So I would say the athletics foundation should be investing in the youth and really trying to get great coaches over here and having good facilities for athletes to train.
So, if you've heard about Neeraj Chopra, the way how he has gotten
Yeah.
success in javelin,
Yes.
what is the thing about Neeraj Chopra that stands out among all the current bunch of successful athletes coming from this part of the globe, according to you?
Well, I mean, obviously, I've just seen his success, right? Like we cover him as he's been competing throughout the world. I don't cover the throws or the field events as much, but he just seems to have tremendous discipline, strength, and focus, which is obviously what it takes to be a great javelin thrower. And so, like I said, it just takes one athlete to inspire a nation. And so to see what he has done already, and the potential that he has moving forward, I think is going to be really inspiring. But there is no magic formula. It is hard work, it's being disciplined, and it is being committed to being the best that you can be. And I think that that's what he's an example of. And I hope that he inspires the next generation of Indian athletes, not just in the javelin, but in all the disciplines, that they too can do it.
Final question. If you came here 5 years ago, in 2018, what has changed when you look at Indian athletics from your last visit here till the visit that you come here at this point in time, even in regards to 10K run?
Yes, I mean, I think that, the numbers don't lie. And the fact that 27,000 people signed up for this event, they're overprescribed before the day of the event, that is exciting. That means that running is alive in this city and alive in this country. And that matters, like we talk about how the culture inspires the champions, and that's happening. So I'm excited to see the turnout. I know that's going to be great energy out there. We're going to start on the track. They're going to go into the city and end on the track. I think that's so fitting. Obviously to see them do one lap of the track first and then head out, I'm really, really excited about that. And yeah, just seeing how many people are engaged and running, in the last 5 years has just been, is really phenomenal.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, folks. And thank you so much. And enjoy your 10K run here in Bengaluru. Will you be running?
Thank you. No, I won't be running,
Oh.
but I will be cheering.
Okay. So that is what our interaction has been. It's an absolute pleasure to welcome you to India. And of course,
Thank you.
Olympic champion, world champion, you've done it all. Thank you so much for your wonderful insights. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this special interaction. We'll be back with more such interviews from Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Thank you.